Versatile Mage. Chapter 158. Evolving Spirit Wolf, 2. Whoosh! The ferocious claws split open the shield formed by numerous water droplets. The sharp claws streaked right through the body of the wind element student. An incredible blood scar emerged on his chest. Oh! The wind student fell backwards, blood overflowing from his body and mixing with the dust as it flowed away. How could this be? The eyes of the pimple-faced girl went wide, filled with astonishment and fear. Her water barrier had clearly reached the 3rd level already. Why was it unable to defend against the spirit wolf's attack? She had been through numerous fights, and she had always been able to defend against all kinds of magical beast strikes. You were too slow. You should know how to protect in situations like this without me telling you. Li Junwei said darkly, scolding her. Indeed, the water element girl had cast too slowly. The spirit wolf's claw had already slashed through the wind student's body before the water barrier had fully formed. The barrier that appeared in time only absorbed the attack's residual force. You bastard, taste my lightning strike. Purple lightning crackled furiously as it bombarded the spirit wolf's position. The lightning dazzled their eyes. Snake-like bolts lashed across the area, completely surrounding the spirit wolf. The wolf smelled ozone in the air. It stomped heavily with its hind legs and smoothly leapt aside. In the next instant, the spot where the wolf had been standing was engulfed in lightning. A patch of scorched ground appeared immediately. Sparks of static jumped around its deep blue fur, but they posed no threat. The spirit wolf turned, its verdant eyes locking onto the lightning user. A woo! With its head raised high and its cavernous throat opened, a demonic wind erupted forth. The gust swept across the sands on the ground, lifting them into a thick storm. Shit! Is this still flying stones? Mo Fan exclaimed in shock. The first time he had seen flying stones, the grains of sand were like bullets, shooting at him in a spread that would leave countless holes in an ordinary person. But now, flying stones were unleashed by his own spirit wolf. The scale was more than double what he had seen before. It wasn't just stones. It was a sandstorm. Hurry up and scatter. Li Junwei's face changed instantly. Normally, flying stones could be avoided by rolling away quickly, especially at range. But this, covering nearly a fourth of the entire beast cage, gave them nowhere to run. They could only endure it. Li Junwei slammed both hands onto the ground, forcing himself to act through the shock. Earth wave. The ground rippled outward from where he stood, carrying Li Junwei and his lightning and fire comrades to opposite sides of the cage. Pimples, get behind me, he shouted. He knew he couldn't rely on the water girl to raise another water barrier in such a short time. The girl ran behind Li Junwei just as the storm hit. Sharp grains slashed painfully across his cheeks. Vine wall. Li Junwei activated his defensive magic equipment. An azure ray flashed, and black rattan vines sprouted in front of him. They intertwined rapidly, birthing thinner vines that reinforced the wall. The sandstorm finally died down, leaving only an ear-piercing howl. If not for the vine wall shielding Pimples and Li Junwei, their bodies would have been shredded to pieces. This student is not bad. Dean Xiao watched the dust-filled arena, his face showing a gratified smile. Zhou Zhenghua, the dean of the Earth School, also looked radiant. Just moments ago, Luo Song had brought great pride to the Earth Element students. Now, another, Li Junwei, demonstrated true cooperation between different elements, using Earth Ripple to move the vulnerable fire and lightning members to safety, then shielding himself and the water comrade with magic equipment. The spirit wolf's flying stones could have annihilated all 4 of them. Yet Li Junwei had prevented it. Too many primary Earth magicians nowadays didn't understand their role in battle. Li Junwei's display was a lesson. The Earth element was the squad's core. By shaping the ground, they connected the team and gave flexibility. Too bad they've lost, Dean Xiao added quietly. Dean Zhou Zhenghua was slightly stunned, his gaze locked on the dust-filled cage. The dust rose fast, and settled just as quickly. Li Junwei's actions were impressive, but before such formidable power, strategy and spells were meaningless. Within the yellow mist, a ferocious silhouette loomed in front of Li Junwei. Dark green eyes glowed only a meter away. Li Junwei and Pimples looked up. Both, who had just escaped the sandstorm, felt chilled to the bone. Pimples nearly fainted at the terrifying sight. Third stage burst, Li Junwei muttered in disbelief. He hadn't wanted to believe the spirit wolf was evolving. But now, he couldn't deny it. A spirit wolf that could unleash a third stage burst was already at the evolved stage, a vicious creature half a step into the warrior level. The 5 of them could handle a normal magical beast without issue. But facing a creature at the evolving stage, they were nothing but children, waiting to be slaughtered. Chapter end. Please guys, like, comment, share, and subscribe.